The reason I say it's good because it's necessary, and those things that are necessary are good. Those are good things, and we need to understand that. Although we may love Nickelodeon, I know I've watched some stuff. I even took my kids to the thing, and my oldest son got to go through the slime, and they had him on the TV and all that stuff, and I was so excited, and so was he. But that was before I realized what they're doing to our children, and I will never indulge in that again. And when we get done with this show, hopefully you will understand why. And if you don't, I mean, that's on you. And I wish you the best. But Nickelodeon is not a good thing. It's not a good platform. It's demonic. I'm gonna just call it right out what it is. It's demonic and it's evil, just like the rest of this stuff. Is it goes right along with the rest of the do dirties. In fact, they are some of the biggest do dirties it is. What's up, Marlon? How you feeling, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Well, I'm okay. I'm here.
Yeah, that my grandma said. I said, "How you doing, grandma?" I'm Dern.
I'm doing. That's
I'm a
exactly
Dern.
right. I'm doing. Um,
Yeah.
they we have tackled um, Disney before here. Okay, we've tackled Disney before, and Disney has a little bit longer of a time frame on the big screen, and so you have a little bit more nefarious things that take place at Disney. That's people have had time to see. I was a big fan of Nickelodeon when I was younger. The same thing with you, the slime and these games that they used to have and stuff. But I missed a lot of things as usual when you're younger, but also when you're blind. Um, and the first show that really opened my eyes to what Nick and even Cartoon Network, okay, they're another one, but more so Nickelodeon, um, pass off as childhood entertainment. One of the shows, and I'm going to say the name, and I'm sure people will recognize it, it's Ren and Stimpy. Um, Ren and Stimpy used to be a really outlandish um, cartoon, and they started with this genre of animation where everything was overly done. The facial expressions were to the furthest end of excitement or anger or uh, arousal, um, and you don't catch it until you know you're too old. So what I'm going to be showing you is two themes that Nickelodeon kind of not just dabble in, but they uh, would you say push or encourage? They encourage these two themes.
Promote, encourage, push, all those words.
Yeah. Um, one of them is sex. That's the more of the more obvious one, and the other is witchcraft. Um, not just any witchcraft. We're talking about some demonic witchcraft. There's Sabrina the Teenage Witch kind of stuff, but they go a little further, a little further into the dark. So we're going to start with the most obvious one, which is Ren and Stimpy. I'm going to show you this image, and this was in the cartoon. I want people to understand this was in an episode for kids. For kids. Okay? Kids. This was for kids. Okay? This was during the 90s, late 80s, early 2000s. Okay? You saw that. That was normal for Ren and Stimpy. It wasn't the only one that was normal for Ren and Stimpy. Um, again, here's another. Okay? It has become so normal for them to put that kind of stuff in front of you that it's almost like they treat it as a drug. It's a drug. It really is a drug because when I was younger, you imitate what you see on TV. I remember screaming at the TV and doing the same stuff they did and all, and not realizing I'm emulating exactly what they're doing. And most of the stuff was sexualized, and I wondered why I couldn't shake um, pornographic addiction. Even if I wasn't watching pornography, my cartoons were still filled with it to the
That's
brim.
right. That's right.
I couldn't escape it no matter what I did. I couldn't escape it. And Nick was big back home because it was like outside of Disney, you could pick up Nicktoons and Nickelodeon. Everybody knows the theme song. Nick, Nickelodeon. Everybody knows it, right? It's because it was so normal. My days were filled with Nickelodeon. I could repeat to you lines from shows. Now I'm looking back and thinking, how in the world did I even remotely miss something that egregious, even in cartoons that I thought I was enamored with? I couldn't get it.
The answer is the music, the rhythms. It take you and it enters your subconscious without your permission. We should do a show on that one day and talk about that, because it's real. Because that's why, like, music, people don't understand this, but music is the energy to it, is the frequencies are real. Like, I've said it before. Have you ever thought of a song and then it played on the radio? Have you ever thought of a song and then somebody that you sit next to starts singing it? Like, don't think that stuff, that's just a way to show you that how real it is. So that's what that is. And it's just strongholds. It get a hold to you, and it just don't never let you go.
The sexual agenda is not just limited to cartoons, though. I mean, when I started running down the rabbit hole of what exactly they were pushing, I came across, and Corey and I both came across it at the exact same time. I think it was actually you that brought it up to me. It was JoJo. Yeah, you were the one that introduced me to what she was, who she was. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I think we even did a show on her.
Yeah, we did.
Some time ago.
We did.
But I want you to understand something about Miss JoJo. It's not just the LGBTQ thing that they push. This is how she would normally pose for, and mind you, this is a kid, right? What she was at the time. And now remember, if you have a daughter,
ain't no way in the world.
Right? You have a daughter watching her, and we all know they emulate the things they see. This is how we want our kids to behave. Everybody knows why she's sitting like that.
No, they don't.
Don't. let's not pretend. Let's be honest about something.
Yeah.
Okay. Modesty has gone out the door. Okay, and people like Nickelodeon takes every opportunity they can to push and breed that concept into the minds of kids. Subliminally, now you were talking about, right, Corey? Subliminally.
Yeah. Subliminally, you can listen. You can take music, and you can use music as a gateway to the brain. I mean, it happens all the time. Everybody do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do it. They do it sometimes to just inflict certain emotions to open you up to what they trying to feed you. I remember when I was messing around in the music business, I had a friend I was running with, and he introduced me to a lot of different people. I met a lot of people in the music industry, and I've had the honors of being in a lot of different rooms, a lot of different studios while they were mixing and talking to engineers and talking to producers. And I remember back then, that's when the subliminal thing was coming out, that they was using subliminal messages in music in order to to make the songs blow up and turn them into hits. So this one particular engineer I was talking to, he was an engineer / producer, and I asked him about that. And I was managing a group, and he told me, he said, well, man, yeah, I can hook you up. I can do it for you. He said, give me an extra $10,000. Give me 10,000. I'll do it. Well, first of all, I wouldn't finish spend $10,000 on getting that done. And at that time, I really didn't see anything wrong with it. I was with it. Like, oh, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him to do it, but it was too expensive. But the point that I'm making is that it happens. And I know it happens. And I know for a fact that it happens because I've seen it done. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't know, y'all know me. I will simply say, hey, I don't know about that. And even when y'all get mad at me, I stick to it. I don't know, and you're not going to convince me to know it unless you show me some evidence that is appeasable to me. You know what I'm saying? And this, I'm telling you right now, is for sure. They do that. They do that with music. That's how you got like people that do jingles. Have you noticed that when people do jingles, it's like certain companies that get all the jingles? That's for a reason. It ain't luck. It's for a reason, because they understand frequencies and they know how to put them in rhythms to where it opens you up, whether it's a kid song, whether it's a scary song. I mean, that's the reason why you can listen to a song and you can say, okay, that song sounds scary. Oh, that song sounds happy. So how do you not understand the power of music? Just the way something sounds, it'll trigger that emotion. And you can even identify it if you're conscious of it. Like, okay, how does that make you feel? Oh, that make me feel tough. You know, they got they got music that do that. That's hip hop music. That's pop. That's R&B. That's country. You know that because of the way the frequencies and the sounds are put together. So this is what they do to get into your minds and talk to you without you listening to what's really going on. They will not talk. How about this? They're communicating to you what they want you to believe without you really knowing that it's happening.